Have you ever loved people so deeply that you never imagined a day would come when you'd sit alone, staring at your phone, wondering if they even remember you exist? Because I'm 89 years old, and let me tell you something straight. This isn't one of those sweet stories about family sticking together till the end. No, this is the truth people don't like to say out loud. The kind that hits you in the chest when the room gets quiet. Because I used to believe in loyalty like it was oxygen. I believed family meant forever, that blood meant something unbreakable. I mean, that's what we're taught, right? You grow up thinking you sacrifice for your people. You show up, you give everything you've got. And one day when you're old and tired, they'll be there for you, sitting by your side, laughing at your old stories like they matter, like you matter. But life has a funny way of flipping that script on you when you least expect it. And I'm not saying this with anger. I'm saying it with experience. Because the shift doesn't happen overnight. It's not like one big betrayal you can point at and say, that's when it all broke. No, it's quieter than that. It's birthdays that go forgotten, calls that don't get returned, visits that slowly turn into excuses. And you sit there making reasons for them, saying, they're busy. They've got lives. And yeah, that's true. But here's the part that stings. They're never too busy for what really matters to them. And one day it hits you, not like a storm, but like a slow leak. Like something inside you just deflates. I remember sitting at my kitchen table one morning, coffee gone cold, staring out the window, thinking about all the years I worked, the overtime, the missed vacations, the things I didn't buy for myself because I was saving for them. For my kids, my family, thinking I was building something that would hold us together. And man, I laugh about it now, not because it's funny, but because it's the kind of joke life plays on you that you don't get until it's too late. Because the truth is, people don't value what comes easy. And if you've always been the one giving, always the one showing up, they start to expect it, like it's just part of who you are. Not something special, not something earned, just something that's always there, like background noise. And I know some of you watching this right now feel that in your bones, don't you? Yeah, I see you, the ones who always check on everyone else, but nobody checks on you. The ones who show up but don't get invited. The ones who give and wonder when it's your turn. And here's the thing nobody warns you about when you finally realize it, when that moment of clarity hits. It's not traumatic. There's no music playing. No big speech. It's just you sitting there, feeling something shift inside your chest. Like a door quietly closing, and you start to see people differently. Not with hate, but with awareness. You start noticing who calls when they need something, who disappears when you need them, who remembers you only when it's convenient. And it changes the way you move. It changes the way you give. Because you start understanding that love without boundaries isn't love. It's self-abandonment. And yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. I had to learn that just because someone shares your blood doesn't mean they share your heart. And that one right there, that one took me years to accept. Because we're wired to hold on to family like it's sacred, like it's untouchable. But sometimes the people closest to you are the ones who slowly teach you the most painful lessons. Not because they're evil, not because they planned it, but because they got comfortable. Comfortable with your presence, comfortable with your effort, comfortable with the idea that you'll always be there no matter what. And when people get comfortable, they stop trying, they stop appreciating, they stop showing up. And that's when you have a choice. You either keep chasing, keep giving, keep hoping they'll wake up one day and see you. Or you wake up yourself and start seeing things for what they are. And let me tell you, that second option, it's not easy, it's lonely, it's uncomfortable. It feels like you're letting go of something you held onto your whole life. But it's also the moment you start finding peace real peace. Not the fake kind that comes from pretending everything's okay, but the kind that comes from accepting what is and choosing yourself anyway. And if this is hitting you right now, if you feel that lump in your throat or that tightness in your chest, don't ignore it. That's your truth trying to get your attention. And maybe, just maybe, it's time you start listening. Now here's where it gets real, because once you stop trusting blindly, once you stop expecting people to be who you hope they'd be, something interesting happens. You don't become cold. You don't become heartless. You become selective. You start paying attention to actions instead of words. You stop falling for promises and start watching patterns. And man, that changes everything, because suddenly you see things you used to miss, like how some people only show up when they need a favor, how they talk about family, but disappear when it's time to actually act like one. And yeah, it stings. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. There's nights when it hits harder than others. Nights when the house feels too quiet, when memories come back uninvited, when you think about the laughter, the chaos, the life that used to fill these walls, and you wonder where it all went. But then there's something else, something stronger that starts to grow in that silence. And that's self-respect, because you realize you survived all of it. You gave your best, you showed up, you loved hard. And if they couldn't see that, if they couldn't value that, that's not a reflection of you. That's a reflection of them. And that right there is where the power comes back. Because you stop asking, why don't they care? And start saying, I deserve better. And yeah, I know some of you are thinking, but it's family. You can't just let go. And I'm not telling you to cut people off or build walls so high nobody can reach you. I'm telling you to stop losing yourself, trying to hold on to people who aren't holding on to you. There's a difference. A big one. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You start creating boundaries, not out of anger, but out of respect for your own peace. You start choosing where your energy goes, who gets your time, who gets access to your heart, and for the first time in a long time, you feel in control again. Not of other people, but of yourself. And that's where freedom lives, not in having everyone around you, but in not needing them to feel whole. And listen, I'm 89. I've seen enough to know that life is short, shorter than you think. And the worst thing you can do is spend it chasing people who don't see your worth. So if you're still waiting for someone to call you back, to show up, to finally treat you the way you've always treated them, let me save you some time they might not, and that's okay. Because your story doesn't end there. It actually begins the moment you stop waiting and start living for yourself, doing things that bring you peace, connecting with people who genuinely care, even if they're not blood. Because sometimes the family you choose shows up stronger than the one you were born into. And yeah, that might sound harsh, but it's real. And I'd rather give you the truth than comfort you with a lie. So here's what I want you to do right now. Don't just watch this and move on like it's another video. Take a second, think about your life. Think about the people around you. Who's really there? Who shows up? Who listens? Who cares without needing something in return? And be honest with yourself, because that honesty, that's where your next chapter starts. And if this hit you, if you felt even a piece of your story in what I just said, go ahead and drop a comment. Don't overthink it. Just write what's real for you. Because you're not alone in this, not even close. And share this with someone who needs to hear it. Someone who's still giving everything to people who barely give them anything back. Because sometimes all it takes is one message. One moment like this to wake someone up before it's too late. And as for you, yeah, you, the one still listening, don't wait till you're 89 to learn this lesson the hard way. Start now. Choose yourself now, because the people who truly value you, they won't disappear when you stop overgiving. They'll step up, And the ones who don't, well, they were never really there to begin with.